panic in the streets. Investors, it's going nuts. Things are dropping. Prismatic Evolutions finally had a restock. We had some Walmart drops. We had some, what else do we have? GameStop, I believe, is having some pre-orders for stuff that's coming the middle of next month. And yeah, so the price has dropped. It's come down 20% on ETBs alone. And, well, I say alone because that's about the only thing that has dropped in price. And that's because that's the reprints. So they were sitting at around $200. $211 was the peak. And we are down to $175 now. Now, I'm not saying it could go lower or it couldn't go lower. I think it probably might. I think it'll get down to that $150 range because that's where GameStop is doing their pre-orders, and guess what? That's probably where the floor is going to be. So I would imagine that it'll probably stop around there, or generally speaking. Now, what does this mean? Does this mean that you should be dumping all of your Prismatic? No way, man. No way. This has been in the works for a year. This is the first major restock we've had since last year when it was being printed throughout the entire year. And I have a feeling that with this ETB restock, this might be the last big ETB restock. So if you can get your hands on Prismatic while it's low, I would do it. And guess what? I'm going to be looking everywhere I can to try to pick some up. And I'm going to pay really strong, and I'd like to keep some for my own collection and get some more out to customers in a couple months when the prices start to go back up, because they will. Or at least that's the way it seems anyways, that they'll go back up. So people have a price memory of when these got down to 85 to $100. That was in the middle of last summer. They did drop, slightly speaking. Well, let me look real quick. August of last year, they were around $100. Here's a strong prediction for you. I think when this goes out of rotation next year, in about a year, these boxes will be $250 to $300. That would be my guess. So don't panic. If you're holding on to this for the long term, just keep holding and continue as is. It doesn't matter what the price does in between now and when you sell, as long as you hold on to it and keep your conviction. Now, if you do want to sell, hit me up. I'm a buyer. I'll buy some Prismatic. I'll buy it, and when it goes back up in a couple of months, I'll be selling it. So hopefully I can find some between 70 to 80%. I would likely pay 80 to 90% as well in this, with these coming down as far as they are. So we had this great big run up in between, let's see, when did it start? Well, basically December, that was the bottom, and it ran up all the way up until about $200, and I think this is just a blip on the radar, and we are going to get back up there. So get your hands on it. I don't know why people would panic when these prices are doing this. Honestly, it's probably not people panicking. It's most likely just scalpers that are just seizing the opportunity, that are going in, they're picking it up on pre-orders and stuff like that, and then they're just letting it go. So just quick flipping, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I quick flip too. So I don't sit at Walmart or even on Walmart.com to try to get it. I try to get it from the sources that I have made over the time that I've been doing this. So, yeah, nothing crazy, no major news in my opinion with the prices going down. Now, this could carry through other sets, I would imagine. We might get some more restocks. Hopefully we do. I hope prices do come down a little bit. I'd like to be able to buy things at a more reasonable price and then sell them for a more reasonable price. So, yeah, just keep chugging along and keep moving forward. Don't sell your Prismatic unless you want to sell it to me. That would be my advice to everybody. Alright guys, that's going to wrap this video up. Nothing crazy going on here. I just wanted to give a little update on my opinion on what is happening with Prismatic and what I think you should be doing in this situation. Alright, we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.